What's up, sports fans? Today's going to be my Week 5 college football recap of the TCU Run Frogs, Ole Miss, and also we'll get to Ole Miss and North Carolina a little bit, but overall we're going to TCU. So TCU played Kansas at Lawrence, Kansas, and TCU won 38 to 27. I'm going to give you all the stats, so here we go. TCU total yards 507, Kansas total yards 346, passing TCU 356. Kansas 179, rushing TCU 51, Kansas 167. First downs TCU 26, Kansas 20. Third down conversions TCU 5 for 11, Kansas 9 for 17. Fourth down conversions TCU 1 for 1, Kansas 0 for 1. Sacks TCU 1 sack, loss of 8 yards, Kansas 1 sack, loss of 12 yards. Turnovers 3 turnovers for TCU, 2 picks and a fumble. And Kansas, 1 turnover, only got an interception at the end of the game. So, individual stats. Josh Hoover, 26 for 37, 356, 3 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Running game, Jeremy Payne, 8 carries, 65 yards, 0 touchdown, 32 yards longest. Cam Cook, 15 carries, 61 yards, 1 touchdown, 12 yards longest. Receiving core, Jack Besh, 10 catches, 131. 2 touchdowns, 35 yards longest. Eric McAllister, 4 catches, 100 yards, 1 touchdown, 59 yards longest. And J.P. Richardson, 50-yard punt return for a touchdown that changed the game completely and got us back in the lead pretty much. So yeah, this was a shootout. It went back and forth in the first half very much. That punt return was huge. It got us back in position to win the game. We still have issues stopping the run. We still have defense problems, stopping the run, stopping a mobile game, a mobile quarterback. Our pass the game looked fine, looked better, but we still turned the ball over 3 times. We still turned the ball over 3 times. We didn't win the turnover margin. We only won it because of punt return, and really a big fourth down conversion that really moved the game completely. And that's how TCU pretty much won this. And yeah, our run game got better. We have 2 good running backs. Our Trey Sanders still out for the game. He's inactive. So we brought in Jeremy Payne, and he was pretty good. He made a couple big runs, but he got a chunk of yards we needed. Cam Cook looked good. He got a touchdown run finally. Jack Besh was, of course, our receiver, pretty much our receiver leader. Yeah, it was really good. I thought the offense looked good, but man, it went back and forth very fast. It was a fun game to watch. So I really enjoyed it. But overall, we're not going anywhere. We might make the Big 12 championship title game, but we're not going to make college football playoff. We're 3-2 right now, their first Big 12 win. Kansas falls to 1-4. Kansas has had a down year. They had a really tough year, and I'm just not impressed at all. It was a good win. It's a win. You move on. You get ready for what you play. But yeah, this was a shootout. This is a classic Big 12 back and forth shootout game. This wasn't a close game at all. It felt like a close game at first, and then that punt return really turned things around. And yeah, it was the reason why we won the game pretty much, that punt return and that fourth down conversion. That fourth down conversion was huge. Because we get the fourth down conversion, we moved the ball a little bit more. We ran the clock a little bit more, and we gave Kansas a tough time to come back. And that was a big win for TCU. So yeah, very good job for them. I'm going to give you the scores for Ole Miss and North Carolina. And I'm just going to give you the scores. I'll give you some update. So here we go. Ole Miss finally lost out at home against Kentucky 20-17. North Carolina also lost to Duke on the road 21-20. Yeah, Ole Miss did not look great. They look like they got, and this is an analogy that everyone's giving, they look like they got punched in the mouth and they never react to it, and they never came back from it. They never did. Their offense could not click. Their defense looked off. They gave up a big play that was a touchdown, and after that, Ole Miss did not look like the same at all. This was a tough game to watch if you're an Ole Miss fan, but overall, yeah. And also a devastating loss because Ole Miss is number 6, and they're going to drop probably off the 10 because Kentucky is not a great team. They're 2-2, not a 3-2. They are not a great team. They are a defensive team. They like to run the ball, play defense, play ugly, short score, run the clock. That's who they are. That's what they are. Ole Miss not like that. Ole Miss love to score points and run the time less, get more points, and make you hurry up and catch up. So yeah, if they're in the lead, they got them. Ole Miss was barely in the lead the whole game. The whole game was really Kansas, was really Kentucky playing really good. So yeah, I didn't watch a lot of the North Carolina and Duke game because that game came on right when I was watching TCU in Kansas. But North Carolina again, their defense looked kind of off. Our running game was good. Our passing game was fine. But yeah, it was not a great game. It was not a great win. It was not. I think not a great loss. So yeah, season's over for North Carolina. They're free. They fall down. They fall to 3-2. They lost 2 straight games. It's over for North Carolina. I don't think it's over for Ole Miss, but Ole Miss got a long way to go. We got South Carolina. They got South Carolina next week. So yeah, overall. But TCU, a win's a win. You move on. But it's Kansas. No offense to Kansas, but this is not the same Kansas last year or 2 years ago. This is not the same team. This is a different football team. This is a down year for them, sadly. This is like a sophomore slump for them, sadly. And they played us competitively. First 3 quarters. The fourth quarter, it was all TCU. All TCU, and that's pretty much it. Yeah, so yeah. A win's a win. You move on. Get ready for the next game. So we have see what happens. But yeah, all I got to say here was fun game. Really fun game. But not a game where you're saying college football playoff or championship material. TCU's offense might be, their defense does questionables, but that punt return was huge by JP Richardson. Huge. So yeah, you gotta give them that because if we didn't get that, I think this would be a tough game to win. I really do. Even though the score wasn't that margin, it went back and forth. It was tied multiple times, and then Kansas kicked a field goal. We got a touchdown. They got a touchdown. We got a touchdown, and then the punt return happened, and that's when the whole game completely flushed on what TCU was doing so far. They controlled the fourth quarter. The first 3 quarters was really a shootout, just a non-shootout, pretty much. That's pretty much it. So yeah. Anyway, guys, I hope y'all enjoyed this recap of college football week 5 and my favorite teams. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe to my channel. I'll see you on next time. Thank you for watching. Have a great day and goodbye.